Hi all, we're back. I made a promise that I was going to demonstrate some of the lock picking gear that I showcased in the last video. So I went back to back. I wanted to just record that one, get out of the way, and then figured we could go into doing this one. So this is not a Lee safety powder scale, this is a box of locks. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what these tools can do. Of course I've got more shims squirreled away in here. I've got some door locks, some padlocks. So we'll take a couple of these out, and I'll demonstrate exactly what I was talking about earlier. So once I get the box locks out of the way, what I can show you first are the warded lock keys. The warded lock keys are pretty unique because, as mentioned before, if you look at these, you'll be able to see that they're not lock picks, and that when you have locks that look like this, typically they're the ones that have the stacked kind of steel plates, or you know, stacked pieces of steel with rivets, and they don't really look to have a keyway. These are warded locks. They don't take a traditional looking key. The key's not going to look the same either. So what you'll do is you'll pick one of these, and I'm not entirely sure which one it's going to be. You kind of stick it in the lock, you try it a little bit, see if it's going to work, and I might have to spin a little bit. I'll try another one. Sometimes it takes trying a few of them to understand which one's going to work. Oh, there we go. You just kind of spin it around in there. We'll try this one. Similar lock sizes are going to use the same warded key. Oh, there we go. Got that one too. So again, as you can see, if I just lock this again, find the right, there we go, warded key, and you just stick these in and use them. Now next, on some of these kind of simpler locks, this is a pretty typical cheap $10 master. I'll put my hands inside of here if I just have the lock, or if it's up against some sort of fence, I'll try to get one finger in there, use this, and voila. These are just quick half ball, half diamond. These things can, I mean, just the sheer shape of these can pop locks really quick after you rake it for just a minute. Doesn't take that much skill. This isn't the right tension wrench that I would use. This is a little small, but you can rake these pretty quick, like I just showed you. Same with these little. These are a little bit more beefy. I forget what brand this one is, but again, you can. And this is locked. You can go in, and you should be able to, without that much effort. Oop, close. Slipping out of my hand. Without too much effort, you should be able to pop these fairly easily. With a little bit of tension. Can't get the pick down in there. And whereas picking the right tool for the job is important, again, this one's a little bit harder than the master. I forget what brand this is. This is a 5-pin, I think, 40 millimeter, but 40 millimeter core. There we go. Boom. And then of course, as I showed in the other video, there's also these neat little, I'll have to try to maybe track down the right size. There's these little comb picks that I've used that are pretty cool. These little guys. And I don't know if it'll fit either one of these. We could try. Whoops, I'm going to have to pick that one back open because I closed it the wrong way. These little comb picks, kind of slip it inside, and theoretically you can kind of bump and turn. You don't need a tension wrench because the comb actually functions as that. Might be this one. Right amount of pins. And I'm not a massive fan of these, just because to me it's not as clean and quick as just taking a tension wrench and raking it with a pick. Like that, right? And I just open this back up so I can close it. But it's just not as quick. It's not as efficient to me. But it, you know, they do work when they work. And then lastly, what I demonstrated earlier, there was another lock here where you can take one of the other Sparrows pieces of equipment here, the other tools, and these are quick sticks. So you'll actually sneak this bad boy down in the gap here and then turn, and you can feel, if you pay a lot of attention to it, this is a TSA lock here, some of these are tight. You might not be able to get down in there actually, so you might have to file this tool down if you're going to use it. But theoretically, if you can get it in there, you can actually start to turn and feel when these decode, or when you start hitting a spot where the pins, so to speak, will start to set. And then of course once you're done, you know, you've got the combination, and you can put it in and pop it open. But you know, this was just a quick demonstration of some of the tools. I don't have a wafer lock in front of me, but maybe on a cabinet or something I can demonstrate these. But wafer locks, super easy. The combs, when they work, they work. When they don't. Sometimes they get stuck. It's really tough to get them out. So again, not in love with those, but there's a purpose for them. When they're quick, they're quick. But to me, there's nothing really compares to an old-fashioned double-sided tension wrench with a half ball, half diamond. I can pop most anything open with these bad boys. And of course, like I said, for warded locks, if you want to check out, you know, the warded lock stuff, grab a set of these warded lock keys, play around with these. They're, you know, again, you carry a set of these in your car or truck. Don't get caught with them, depending on your laws. But you know, they've got their use case. And one thing I did want to highlight as well, move this stuff out of the way, is in my wallet. I actually carry something kind of neat. I've tested one of these in the past. I bought one for the purpose of just trying out, but this is the one that I actually keep in my wallet. This is from CountyCom. This is their titanium lockpick card. So this has a full ball. It's got some rakes. It's got a short hook. And it's got a half diamond. It's got a tension wrench as well here. Not a bad little set. It's titanium. It's super light. I've actually gotten through. I got through TSA. I can't promise you'll get through TSA. But I've gotten through TSA with this. I've traveled internationally with this, and I mean, it literally it weighs less than one of your cards, to be honest. And it's adhesive, so you can stick this. If you can feel that or hear that, you can feel how sticky it is. You can attach this to the back of a card, and it will sit right up against it in your wallet. So had one of those for a while, and I actually carry an abbreviated version of my favorite picks in my wallet as well. I can just show you real quick without flashing any PII. I've got a short hook, a mini short hook, a mini half diamond, a mini rake, and I've got a mini double-sided tension wrench. And those stay in my wallet along with the card. These won't get through TSA, but you know, the card will, along with some tweezers and a small knife that's super thin. So hope you guys enjoyed this. This will probably be enough for lock picking, because I don't do a whole lot of it anymore. Again, I usually rake things or get through them as quick as I can. I don't spend a whole lot of time, you know, holding the lock and, you know, pin by pin and stuff like that. It doesn't really excite me. The electronic side's a lot more interesting to me. So maybe we'll get into that, some RFID stuff, some proc stuff. Got some background with that, but hope you really enjoyed the video. And if anyone does have any questions, drop it in the comments. More than happy to talk about it with you. Thanks, guys.